सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Om. Naishkarmya Siddhi, second chapter, page 59, bottom, 36th verse, introduction. Astvanityatvam kamupalabhimahi pramanopapannatvād iti cetannam. Sureshwaracharya talking about Tvampada Vichara to understand one's own individual nature. What are the techniques one has to follow or methods to be followed? The technique or method is simple, that is Atma Anatma Viveka, self and non-self, discrimination. Anatma happens to be the body-mind complex, Shariratrayam. We have to distinct ourselves from the Shariratrayam. While using the Shariratrayam itself, we have to say, I am not Shariratrayam. Sthula Shariram negated, and Sukshma Shariram is also Anatma. In that Sukshma Shariram, one component is Ahankara. When Purvapakshi said, this Ahankara is the attribute of Atma, Sureshwaracharya negating that by giving the reasons, the logic. Drishyatvat. Ahankara is drishyam. It is an object of experience. It is experienced by me. I, the subject, Sakshi Chaitanyam, I, the witness consciousness. That Ahankara happens to be the drishyam, Drishyatvat. Then later he come to that Anirmoksha Prasangaha. If you accept Ahankara as an attribute of Atma, as the intrinsic nature of Atma, attribute of Atma, then there is a problem, there is no possibility of moksha. Immortality is not possible. What is the reason? The Purvapakshi gave one example in the 34th verse. Why can't we take that Atma with the attribute? At the time of moksha, the attribute will go away. The attribute will go away like in the fruit. Just as the fruit has got, any fruit you can take, he has taken that Amra Phalam, mango fruit. Mango fruit was raw, green color and smell is different. The attribute of the mango. Later, that same mango has got a different color, different taste, different smell, totally changed. So that will go away at the time of that phalam is ripened. Similarly, why can't we take this, the attribute, Ahankara attribute, in the Atma itself, when Atma is liberated, that Ahankara will go away, like that color taste of that mango fruit. So Atma he compares to a fruit. For that, Sureshwaracharya gave answer in the 35th verse. He said it is not possible because as the dharma goes, the dharmi, the substance also will go away. Once the mango attributes are gone, and the mango also will perish. That is what we are seeing, our experience. If you accept that Atma has got this Ahankara as its guna, as Ahankara Agama Payitvat, he said in the 35th verse, first line, Agama Payi Nishthatvad. Once, as you said, that means Purvapakshi, as your contention, if Atma has got that Nishthatvat, means if Atma possesses that arrival and departure Ahankara, Atma will become Anityam. Anityam, it will get that imperishability or impermanence. That is Anityatvam prapnoti. First line he said. Then he gave another law in the second line, Sureshwaracharya, Upayan apayan dharmaha. That dharma which has got modifications, changing nature. Upayan apayan, arrival and departure, dharmaha, vikaroti dharminaha. Dharminam. Here dharma means Atma. That Atma also will be modified, it undergoes a change. Once you accept the change in Atma also, the change is leading to Vinashyati later, according to Shadvikaras. Asti, Jayate, Vardhate, Viparinamate. Viparinamate is called Vikara. Apakshiyate, it will decline. Then Vinashyati. Nasha is inevitable. Dharminam means it will makes the Atma also Vikaroti. That Vikara is a sign of perishability or impermanence. Then once Atma itself is impermanent, where is the question of moksha and immortality? Anirmoksha prasangaha will come. Even if Atma and Ahankara continues, the Jiva continues as a samsari. If Ahankara continues, Jiva after moksha also he will be a samsari. We cannot call it as moksha, that we have already seen. That is why he has taken this standpoint. In the moksha time, let it go, Ahankara. Then what Sureshwaracharya says, if it goes and it takes Atma also along with it, because substance, always the guna stay with the substance and attribute both are together. So Atma, Dharmi, the substance also will go away if you take this the Ahankara as dharma of Atma. Therefore, Ahankara cannot be the attribute of Atma. That is why in Nirvana Shatkam, Mano Buddhya Hankara Chittani Naham, the first line itself, opening verse, that first line, Shankaracharya writes, Hankara Aham Na. Then who am I? In the fourth line he said, Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. I am Chit, Ananda Swarupam, Atma, ever the Atma. never the ahankara. So, I am the Atma, I am not the ahankara. Ahankara is only drishyam. Anirmoksha prasanga reason also he has given. Then Purvapakshi has come in this verse, 36th verse, what he said. I introduced this introduction in the last class. Astu anityatvam. Let there be anityatvam to Atma. So what? Let it be anityam. Then kam upalabhemahi. Kam upalabhemahi. Whom should you blame? Whom should you find fault? Upalabhemahi means whom should we find fault here? We are so angry. For that we say we are not angry, but see, when there is an evidence, when there is logic, even if you are able to prove Advaitam, Atma is false, it is not Advaita Atma. Even if you disprove the Atma, Sakshi Chaitanyam, if you are able to do that, if I get conviction, I am able to drop my view. That is called intellectual honesty. We are not emotionally holding on to this Atma should not have ahankara, it must be free from ahankara. We are not just holding emotionally, or we are not fanatics to hold any view. O Purvapakshi, if you are able to establish, if I am convinced with your logic, I am ready to drop my views. But no one can refute, negate the Atma, Nirguna Atma, attributeless Atma. It is not possible for anyone to show that Atma has got attributes. It is not possible. No one can do that, because the fact, the Upanishad says, Atma is attributeless. That is why we are not holding on to our views blindly. By logic, by Upanishadic support, Shruti support only, we are very much convinced. Not that to refute you just for refutation's sake. Negating you is not for negation's sake. You cannot stand in front of my logic and my Shruti Yukti Anubhava, O Purvapakshi, you cannot stand. That is why you are wrong. Pramanopapannatvad. Purvapakshi says there is a pramanam. Pramana upapatti is there. By there is a pramanam. In Upanishads also it is there. He quotes certain things. And Atma is also having ahankara, that pramana upapannatvat iti ched. If you say there is a pramanam, there is a means to establish this, you say, I say it is not correct. Iti ched tanna. It is not correct. Your view is not correct because it has been logically proved as said above. As said above means in 35th verse, logically I have established. Upayan apayan dharmaha vikaroti dharminam is the logic. It is often quoted by acharyas as said above logically, that chetana. Now we will enter the 36th verse. Yada vilupta sakshitvam swatah siddham na paryate apannetum ghatasyeva kushagriyadhyatmanah. Very important, interesting. logic he is giving, Sureshwara Acharya, answer for Purvapakshi's Astu Anityatvam, that word. So Astu onwards up to Pramanopapannatvat, up to there Purvapakshi. Iti chet tanna is Sureshwaracharya's negation. How he negates, that answer comes in this 36th verse. Why I am negating? Because I, the Sakshi, am always self-evident. Sada aviluptaha sakshitvam. The Sakshihood, the status of witness consciousness. The status of witness. Sakshitvam means what? The status of witness. Sakshitvam of whom? Atmanaha. In the second line, last word. Atmanaha sakshitvam. Sada aviluptaha. It is changeless. It will never change. It is as it is all the time. It is changeless. Sakshitvam. Atmanaha sakshitvam avilupta. Avilupta sakshitvam. It is changeless witness. Changeless witness. Self-evident. Swatasiddham. Swatasiddham. It is self-evident by itself. Cannot be negated. Na paryate apannetum. Apannetum na paryate. Na paryate means na shakyate. It's not possible. What is not possible? Negating the status of the changeless Sakshi. Status, negating the status of that changeless Sakshi, Sakshitvam, is not possible to anyone. Ghatasya iva. Like a pot. You see the pot, you negate the pot. Any object you can negate, there is no pot, pot is not there, this is not there, that is not there. You can negate any object in the world. Because any object come in time and go in time. Any object. Ghatasya iva. Like a pot. You can say like that. But you cannot say with regard to the Sakshi Chaitanyam. Kushagriya dhiya. That is a different word. Kushagriya dhiya atmanah. Atmanah is a separate word. So na paryate means na shakyate. It is not possible. Paryate. Na paryate means cannot be. Cannot be negated. Apannetu means to negate. To negate, it is not possible for anyone. So witnesshood of the real I, witnesshood of the real I cannot be negated by any intelligent person. Kushagriya means what? A person who has got a sharp intellect. That means, Purvapakshi, you don't have sharp intellect. And Acharya is telling, Kushagriya, Kusha is a grass, darbha grass. Agra means the top portion of that Kusha is very, very, very sharp. Like that, if a person is having sharp intellect, Kushagriya dhiya, that intellect is there, that person will understand. It is not possible to negate the Sakshi status, witness status of Atma. Who is that Atma? I am. So my witness status, I the Atma, am having the witness status always. That status cannot be negated. That is the idea. But word meaning is this. How to understand this? So that very important points we have to note. I will try my best. How this Sakshi is Swatasiddham. Swatasiddham, you have to discern this by understanding. The Sakshi can be discerned by understanding the nature of I. The, sometimes we use I am in the meaning of Ahankara. Sometimes we use the I in the meaning of Sakshi. Because we do not know where Ahankara, where Sakshi. Ajnanis do not know. But the Vedantic students, senior students know when I am referring to Ahankara, when I am referring to Sakshi. For example, we'll take 3 levels here. Suppose as I am experiencer, I experienced I. That means what? Present I. Experienced I, present I is Ahankara. And second one is remembered I. I went to a function, a nice reception. I ate nice food when last week, and I am remembering that the way they have done the hospitality and the food items, so tasty and so healthy. Some people prepare tasty but they are not healthy. Some people prepare healthy food but not tasty. But this person is able to remember the last week reception food because it is tasty also, healthy also. So he is remembering now. Remembering that person when he ate that food, that Ahankara he is remembering now. Present I is remembering the past I. Past I means what? That 1 week back Ahankara who ate that tasty healthy food, that Ahankara at that time 1 week back, time is different, reception hall is different, desha is different, desha different, kala different. That Ahankara who enjoyed that time while eating and so relishing, rejoicing that food, that Ahankara, at that time, desha, kala, all Ahankara that time also different from the present I. Now what? I am remembering. I am remembering. So the experienced I is present I, Ahankara. Remembered I is past I, 1 week back I is also Ahankara. Remembered I, past I. Smriti is always past only. Remembered I. Remembered desha, remembered kala, and the taste, that Ahankara. You take any other place also. You go to a nice place and beautiful place, nature, and you remember that. That desha, that kala, and that Ahankara, at that time rejoicing, natural beauty, now sitting in the 750 square feet flat now. Now this Ahankara is confined in a small room, but that Ahankara was relishing, enjoying that food or enjoying the nature. So both are different. That Ahankara, remembered I, past I. Now the experienced I, present I, the one who is remembering, now present I, this kala, this desha, this room, this time, and not that enjoyment is there here now. Today is normal food, so food, no natural beauty and all. So different I. present I and past I. Correct? Remembered I, past I. Past and gone by. Gone by. The time has gone by. Past I. The present I is remembering that. Present I is also Ahankara. Past I is also Ahankara. Sometimes, another example I will give to bring another I, higher I. So the lower I, two examples I have given. Food, natural beauty, past I and present I. Now there is one more I that when we use that, suppose you take your school days photo. Everybody is having school days photos, young age photos, and you show your the prize when you were receiving the prize, school prize, sports you are first, suppose volleyball player, and you got a cup prize there, and you that photo you show to your people, friends, when that age only 17. Now you are showing that photo at the age of 70 to your grandchildren. To your grandchildren, see my grandson, my granddaughter, look at my photo when I was 17. How I was so robust. At that time, when I was receiving that photo, gold cup I am taking, receiving as a prize, that this photo is myself. Equating. I am equating, suppose a person is equating here, remembering, recognizing, recognition. Cognition is different, recognition is different. Pratyabhigna we call it. So he recognizes, equating that 17-year-old player and saying to grandchildren as himself now, that 17-year-old, the prize receiver is this grandfather who is sitting here now. He introduced, equating. That person is this person. How can you equate that? How you equate? You have to remove the attributes. Attributes of that 17-year-old sports person and this old person. Now you are sitting here. At that time, your knee joints are fine. Now you are having replaced knee joints, suppose. Replaced knee joints. And that person body is different. This body is totally changed. Drastically changed. Skin color has changed. Body height has changed. And your ahankara also changed, that you are mature now, refined, and that time you don't have that much maturity, and a lot of changes are there, and knee joints were very, very healthy at that time. Now I am having artificial knee joints. So you cannot equate the body wise, that body, this body, both are one and the same. You cannot equate. People, grandchildren will laugh at you. What, Tata, you are like that, now you are here like this. And so that body, you have to do Bhagatyaga Lakshana. Correct? You know all these things, just I am sharing again. Bhagatyaga Lakshana. Yes, I means not the body, because that body is young, this body is old. That is 60 years back. Now this is after 60 years, now old. That school days, school time, everything is different. Now this time is different. Desha is different. Ahankara also is different. Now getting up itself is a project now. But at that time, jumping, climbing, doing everything. So you cannot equate the body, you cannot equate the ahankara. You can equate the Atma Chaitanyam Sakshi. Even though bodies are changed, there is lot of change drastically, place is changed, time is changed, everything has gone by changing, but one is not changed. I alone am. That's why you are proudly showing. I alone am. This photo whom you are seeing, myself only. Myself only means without any changes. Atma Chaitanyam Sakshi, the witnesser, changeless I is there. Body is changing, mind is changing, ahankara changed, everything is changed. But what has not changed? What has not changed? Aham. Naneda. Naneda. And the Naneda, very, very important. Each letter is important. I alone, I am alone, that. No one else. I am alone. That is called recognition. Pratyabhigna. In recognition, there is Sakshi I. In remembering past I, there is Ahankara I. In experienced present I, Ahankara I. But in recognition, Pratyabhigna, recollecting, when you collect past experience, you collect only when there are only collection. That is called recollection. Right word is recognition. We saw this in Dakshinamurti Stotram also. Pragasvapsamiti prabodha samaye yah pratyabhijnayate. Abhijnayate. Pratyabhijnayate. I slept well. I don't know anything. You recognize. Pratyabhijna, that is called. Remembering my own yesterday's sleep, that happiness and not knowing anything, I recognize now. Ahankara was not there in the sleep. This body experience is not there. But I was there in the sleep. This is called recognizing I. So this recognizing I is Sakshi. But changing I, Ahankara, is different from this Sakshi I. So present I, experienced I, Ahankara. One is present Ahankara, another is past Ahankara. Now in Pratyabhigna, equating Ahankara, not Ahankara, equating Aham. Ahameva. Tattvam, that Devadatta. Devadatta. Soyam Devadatta. Soyam Devadatta. Saha Devadatta. Ayam Devadatta. That we know this example very well. But you have to apply when it is required. So recognized I, which is equating the past I and the present I. So in every recognition, we are always equating the past I and present I. Therefore, verb, this recognition verb is very important. For the first time I see a person, and the second time when I see the person after a long time, the recognition verb we use. So when I say remembered, past I. When I say now I am remembering this present I. So the past I, present I, equating I. Recognition I. Recognized I. So this is, I hope I have communicated. It is not new for many of you. You are all senior students. Therefore, you recognize the past teaching. So I recognize that suppose you take the last class, what? You only attended Naishkarmya Siddhi last class, Thursday. That I alone was listening to Naishkarmya Siddhi last class, and I could not follow the class. Today it is so nice. I am enjoying so much because Swamini is bringing that Pratyabhigna again. Very nice that Soyam Devadattaha, and you are enjoying now. So last Thursday class, you heard the class, that person and today's person, both are one and the same. Not body. 1 week older you are now. Last Thursday you were young, 1 week young. Now 1 week older. Bhayapadadingo. Okay. Bhayapadadingo. Correct then. What I said is right. Last week I was young Ahankara. No older Ahankara. But what is not changed? That Sakshi, I, the Sakshi, not changed. That is why what Sakshitvam, it cannot be negated by anyone. It is Swatasiddham. It is Swatasiddham, he said. Na paryate apannetum ghatasya. You can negate the gata, you can break the gata. Now you are having kushagra buddhi or not? Kushagra dhiyaha. It is possible because you are all having kushagra buddhi. Therefore, I am able to communicate this and you are able to grasp. I am very happy to share or to recollect the whole teaching what we saw previously also in our Upanishad classes, Prakarana Grantha classes, many times. Now we'll go to the next page, 60th page, verse number 37, introduction. Etasmacha hetoho ahankarasya anatmadharmatvam avasiyatam. Now, Sureshwaracharya further clarifying to that Purvapakshi, etasmacha hetoho, because of the following reason also. Not only the above said reason, he said. There I have given the upayan apayan dharmaha vikaroti dharminam. That one reason I have given. Therefore, sakshitvam cannot be changed by anyone at any time. Not only that, I am going to give you another reason also. Etasmacha hetoho. Hetoho means reason. By the following reason also. In 37th sloka, I am going to further establish this. What? Ahankarasya anatma dharmatvam. Ahankarasya. That ahankara means pramata, pramata means ahankara. This ahankara, anatma, it is anatma dharmatvam. It is of the nature of non-self. It is not self. It cannot be with the self because self happens to be asangaha. It cannot have association, real association. If you say this ahankara dharma is superimposed, then I happily accept. For me, no problem. Who says? Advaita. Sureshwaracharya says, if ahankara dharma is superimposed temporarily upon Atma, wonderful. Superimposed ahankara can be negated and I am ever muktaha. I was muktaha, I am muktaha. I am free from ahankara all the time. If I am free from ahankara, why I am having raga, dvesha, kama, krodha? Means you are taking yourself as ahankara. That is why. That is the problem. So you have to understand the lower I and higher I. As a brother, mother, sister, husband, all are lower I. And when you are not playing any role as you are. You are what? You are not neither husband, nor wife, nor brother, nor sister, nor father, anything you are not. Then who am I? I am what? I am Sakshi Chaitanya. Cultifying the roles, English and Tamil mixture, cultify, no? Removed that intellectually. Physically, you cannot separate the Ahankara and Sakshi. Remember, as long as the three bodies are there, Ahankara will be there, Chidabhasa will be there. Chidabhasa is called Ahankara. Chidabhasa alone is called Ahankara. As long as three bodies are there, all the time Ahankara will be there. Sakshi is ever be there. Ahankara is Agama Pai. So it will be manifesting or it is not manifesting. So three Sharirams are there, Anatmas are there, Ahankara will be there. So it is a privilege, it is a beauty. I the Atma am, Vishwa, Tejasa, Prajna, Waker, Sleeper, Dreamer. I only play all these roles. Understand and enjoy the life. Enjoy the life means what? Your vibhuti. So you are neither waker, nor dreamer, nor sleeper, really. They are all superimposed. Vishwa, Tejasa, Prajna are superimposed. Even Ishvara, Hiranyagarbha and Virat, all are superimposed upon me, the Atma. What a great relief when I know this. That is the culmination, final. Etasmacha hetoho ahankarasya anatma dharmatvam. Ahankara, that attribute. Anatma is the attribute. Non-self is the attribute of Ahankara. It is not Atma. What is the attribute of Ahankara? It is non-self. Non-self. Anatma. It is not Atma. That's all. Dharmatvam avasiyatam. Understanding this alone is called moksha. Avasiyatam. I the Sakshi am Nitya Muktaha. Ever continues same way changelessly. This understanding alone is called moksha. Ahankaraha api. Next reason he gives what? Ahankaraha api prameyaha eva. Ahankaraha api prameyaha pramana vishayatvat ghatavat. That is a sollapora vishayam. Drishyam I already said. Now he introduced that it is prameyam. So he said pramano upapannatvat, he said in the previous introduction. What 36th shloka introduction, Purvapakshi said pramana upapannatvat. Since pramana is there, why you are so particular about Atma to be permanent? Atma can be impermanent. Acharya says, what you are talking pramana? Pramana is a pramana because of Sakshi Chaitanyam. Pramana to be operated by Pramata. That Pramata can exist only because of Sakshi Chaitanyam. Let us see the sloka. Pramaణaiశ్చావగమ్యత్వాత్ ఘటాదివదహం దృశేః యతో రాద్ధి ప్రమాణానాం సకథం తైః ప్రసిద్ధ్యతి. Here, this is also a very, very technical sloka. It's very interesting, and these are the places where the student can rejoice the Vedanta. The student means advanced senior students, they rejoice subject. the subject matter. What is that? He says, look into the shloka. Yataha pramananam radhihi. Radhihi means siddhihi ityarthaha. Radh dhatu. Radh means to prove. Proved. Radhihi means proved. Yataha. Yataha means because of which Atma. Because of which Atma. Pramananam siddhihi. All pramanas, the very pramanams themselves are existing because of Atma only. Pramanaihi cha avagamyatvat. See this ahankara, see aham drishehe pramanaihi avagamyatvat ghatadivat. First line. Second line, yataha pramananam radhihi. Pramanams are proved by Atma alone. Yataha means Atma, because of which Atma. All means of knowledge. Pramana means means of knowledge. Pratyaksha, Anumana, Upamana, Arthapatti, Shabda, everything. All pramanams are proved by Atma alone. How can you say so? Atma alone proves all pramanams. Because pramanas to be operated, to be used, by whom? Pramata. Vichara Sagara class we are seeing Pramata, Pramanam, Pramayam and all. You are very well versed in these topics now. I hope so. You are attending Vichara Sagara. This is very clear. Pramana to be used. Operation means what? To be used. Pramata is required. Pramanam is jadam. By itself it cannot function. When you see the car is coming, the driver is there inside sitting. So the driver is coming along with the car. Similarly, without pramata, that is called ahankara, pramanam cannot be function. Pramanam can function, pramanam can have a pramanam status only when pramata make use of that pramanam. That means of knowledge. Eyes, ears. Ears are ears when as long as I the hearer is there. Eyes are eyes as long I am there behind the eyes. That is why chakshushas chakshuhu, shrotrasya srotram, manaso manaha, vachoha vacham, all these words, not just like a parrot we have to utter, but it is the fact, the only fact. What is that? Pramata is ahankara, pramata is going to make use of pramanam. So pramanam to be operated by pramata, pramata to exist ahankara, I the Sakshi Chaitanya must be there behind. See, ahankara is Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa exists because of whom? Chit, I the Sakshi. Without me, the Chit, Sakshi, I, can the Chidabhasa, does the Chidabhasa ahankara exist? It cannot exist. Chidabhasa or ahankara or pramata, whatever name you use. I am only blessing. I the Chit am blessing that ahankara with Chidabhasa. That subtle body is blessed by me with Chidabhasa. There ahankara is formed. That ahankara, the pramata, is able to make use of ears, eyes, nose to see, to hear, etc., etc. Yataha, that is why yataha radhi pramananam. Because of which Atma all pramanas are proved. So because of pramanas you are using, you infer whom? You infer the pramata. You infer the pramata. See, car is coming When car is coming, you are not seeing the driver. From far, you are seeing the car which is coming. You infer the driver. You infer the driver. Without driver, car cannot come to my house, this side. You infer. Have you seen that driver? No. But you infer. Anumana pramanena. So, Anumana pramanena. So, the three pramanams he used it here. One is I thought. I thought is the one pramanam. First, Sakshi Pratyaksham. I thought. Pratyaksha Siddhi. Aham Pratyaya Siddhi. Aham Pratyaya Siddhi. I thought is the first pramanam. Sakshi Pratyaksha Siddhaha Ahankaraha. Sakshi Pratyaksha Siddhaha Ahankaraha. So I infer the pramata because pramanam is utilized. Therefore, I infer the pramata. Pramata is ahankara. Such ahankara pramanaihi cha avagamyatvat. Whom you recognize, you understand ahankara. Ghatavat, just like ghatam, like pot. Just like you see the pot, I know the pot. I saw the pot. I saw the pot. So the pot you saw through what means, what pramanam? Eyes. Through eyes pramanam. When you are seeing the pot with your eyes, you are the seer of the pot. You are knower of the pot. You are the pramata. You are operating this. You are using the eye to see the pot. Ghatavat. Pramanam, pramata. Pramata, pramanam, prameyam. Ghata is prameyam. Ghata is prameyam. Is an object of knowledge. So, these are all, I need not explain this much actually, because all of you know this. Pramata, I the observer, through the eyes, pramanam, observing the pot, ghatavat. It is like a pot. Ahankara also, I know the ahankara, I infer the ahankara because it is making use of pramanams. Pramanaihi cha avagamyatvat ghatadivat. Just as the pot is known through the eyes, there must be a knower of the pot. Pot is seen through the eyes, means who is operating the eyes? Who is making use of the eyes? Eyes themselves are going and seeing the pot. Eyes themselves are going and seeing the pot. Suppose you are sitting correctly 5:50 to the class. Just a hand is coming and doing all this work by itself. You are there behind to operate the hand, karma indriyam. Then shrotra indriyam. Shrotra indriyam you are using, you the pramata is there behind, hearer. You are hearing or not? Hearer, pramata, making use of hearing means that shrotra indriyam, pramanam. My shabda is prameyam. So they making use of these ears, pramanam, I infer the pramata. Pramata happens to be the hankara. That is what he says. Ghatavad aham drishehe ahankara. Aham means ahankara. Drishehe pramanaihi avagamyatvat. So I, the Sakshi Chaitanyam, am the witnesser of that ahankara, which ahankara is making use of pramanam. Ears, eyes, nose, touch, etc., etc., all sense organs. Morning onwards, when you wake up, 10 sense organs, pramanams, you are making use of. Karma indriyani, jnana indriyani. You cannot avoid that. Every one of us. Pancha Jnanendriyani, Pancha Karmendriyani, Manasu, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara, all are my instruments, Ahankarasya instruments. This Ahankarasya instruments, Ahankara is Jadam by itself, blessed by me, the Chit, Aham. Drishehe, Drishi Ikarantaha, Pullingaha, Drishi Shabdaha. So that Drishehe means Atmanaha. Aham means Ahankara. Ahankaraha pramanaihi avagamyatvat ghatadhivat drishehe. I, the Atma, witness Sakshi Chaitanyam. I infer the Ahankara through when the Ahankara is using the Pramanams. So this is the, I thought is the first Pramanam. Second Pramanam is Anumana Pramanam. Ahankara is the agent. Agent operating the Pratyaksha, Anumana, Upamana, Ardhapatti, Shabda Pramanams. So Pramana Vyaparaha presupposes Pramata. Pramana Vyapara means function of the sense organs of knowledge or action presupposes the operator. Operator of that. Pramata is the operator. Pramanams are operated to know the prameyams. Such Ahankara, who is blessed by me to make use of Pramanams, and through that Saha Katham Taihi Prasidhyati. Second line, second half. Saha Atma Katham, how it can be Prasidhyati, proved by Taihi Pramanaihi, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, Pratyaksha, Anumana, Upamana. All this, how it can prove the Atma. Shabda also is there. How can Shabda can prove Atma means we may get out. How Upanishad Shabda can prove Atma then? We are not telling Upanishad Vakyams are proving the Atma. Upanishad Vakyams, Mahavakyams have not come to prove the Atma. Upanishad Vakyams have come, Mahavakya has come to equate that you are the Atma. Not to prove the Atma. Not to prove the Atma. You need not prove the Atma. Why? You are the Atma. You need not be proved by somebody else, some by Pramanam. Pramanams are all functioning because of Pramata. That Pramata is functioning because of me, the Atma. How they can prove me? How they can prove me? They cannot prove me. And next one is Upanishad, Shruti Pramanam he gives, that is Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Purusha Vida Brahmanam. That we will see. In the next class, I will explain about that mantra also. Atma Veda, that starts with that. So Brihadaranyaka Upanishad also present the same. Then Atma, I am alone, appearing as in many forms, as Ahankara, as Pramata, Pramanam, Prameyam. Everything is Pramata, Pramanam, Prameyam, Prama. All are Anatma. I, the Sakshi Chaitanyam, am Atma. They are all blessed by me. Therefore, don't bring Ahankara here as my attribute. I cannot have any attributes. I am Nirguna Atma Sakshi Chaitanyam is the essence of this. I am self-evident, not proved by anyone. I need not be proved. Really speaking, everything is proved by me. Everything is proved by me. Can they prove me? They cannot prove. That is my status. More in the next class. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।